Hey there, fellow comic fans. As always, I'm Scott Harris King, and I'm so excited because I just finished unboxing all the different copies and all the different versions of Quest #1. Finally here from the printer. I had 3 different printers working on this for the special editions, and I'm just unboxed all of them. I happened to get them all within 2 days of each other. So I've got all of the stuff here to show you. I've also got all the prints. I've got all the extra bonus physical rewards here. So the exciting thing is that within the next week or so, I'm going to start sending out people's rewards. So anyone who got Quest via the Kickstarter, your comic will be coming to you soon. Originally, during the Kickstarter, I had an estimated fulfillment date of September for most people. And so some of you will be getting it early. I will say that I do all the fulfillment myself. I pack them everything personally myself. So as a one-man operation, it does take me a little while. So with your generous support, there's a lot of you. So I'm going to be doing them a bit at a time. I'm going to be trying to do 5 to 10 per day. So it may take me a few weeks. Some of you may not get your stuff until September, but they're all here, and so I wanted to show you Quest #1. Great back cover here by Raleigh Marshadesh, and the book looks beautiful. It's just so exciting to get this in and be able to finally share this with everybody. And all the printing looks great. The artwork from Marcos Lima looks terrific, and so this is the regular edition that I'll be sending out to everybody. But I'm going to show you all the other editions here because, as I said, I got them all in, and very exciting. I know a lot of you are excited for this, but the classic throwback tabletop RPG edition, which is designed to look like the classic old school Dungeons and Dragons modules, those have arrived here as well. And these don't just have the comics, they actually have bonus gaming material in the back, so you can play through the world of Quest in your home games. It's got the special rules for this world for Paladin. It's got the unique monster rules for the monster that they fight in this issue. It's also got a mini module that goes through the dungeon that they encounter in this issue, and we're going to be doing this for every issue going forward. So if you're a fan of role-playing games, as I am, I just played last night, I think you'll be excited for this, as excited as I am. So it's just so cool to have this. I want to again thank my dungeon master, Matt Timmons, for helping me put together the supplemental material for this. So it's just super exciting to get this. I will say, other than the regular edition, all of these other editions are limited editions. Only 200 copies of this printed, and there's even fewer of some of the other ones. So let me show you the other ones. A lot of these comics, there's like 100 or 50 copies printed. So we've got this here, which everybody loved, including myself. It's Quest #1, what I'm calling the movie poster variant cover from Erwin J. Arosa. It's just absolutely fantastic. Really captures the setting, the feel, the epic scope of the world of Quest. And it just looks great in hand, just looks beautiful. We've also got the throwback classic Bronze Age variant, which I drew as an homage to Barry Windsor Smith's classic cover to Conan the Barbarian #1. I love doing the homage covers. I love just working on the design to make it look as close to the original, design elements, the logo, the corner box. I just love all of that stuff. So this is exciting. We're going to be doing one of these for every issue as well. We're also going to be doing this turned out super cool as well. I'm a huge fan of growing up in the 80s. I was a huge fan, of course, the Dungeons and Dragons, but also the pick your own path to adventure, the Endless Quest books. from TSR, which was sort of their version of Choose Your Own Adventure. In fact, I happen to have here one of the originals that I modeled this after here, Mountain of Mirrors, one of my all-time favorite books from when I was a kid. So I did a cover again. I just love doing a design to try and make it look as much like this. Now this is an early edition. Later versions they changed the graphic design so it looks more like what I have here. But I just love doing these here. I'm gonna do one of these for every issue of Quest going forward. With a lot of this stuff, you know, I make stuff that I want for myself, and I hope that you like it. And so far, people do like it, and I love these books. So I just thought it was so fun to have this version. So we're gonna be doing more what I call unending Quest book covers for future issues. So you can get a whole set of these if you want. And then we have some really special editions. Only 50 of these printed. The Virgin variant artist edition from Carlos Herrera, who is the artist from the popular Kickstarter series Nightwolf. He did this portrait cover of our main character, the Paladin Vess, and it's absolutely beautiful with the black cover. There's 50 copies of that printed, but only 25 of the metal version. I'm not sure if this is really going to translate here, if you're going to be able to see the metal. And obviously this is inside the bag. These came bagged from the printer, and I don't even want to take them out of the bags because I don't want to risk like touching them or smudging them. But nice thing I noticed about my own copy of this is I did get a fingerprint on it, which for black covers is usually like that's the end. You know, once you get a fingerprint on these black covers, it's doomed, right? But it's a metal cover, so I was able to just wipe it right off. So that was awesome. But hopefully you can see how cool this looks. I think the shininess of the bag kind of takes away a little bit because the metal cover is just, you can kind of see it there. It looks really great with her armor and sword. It just really pops out. So this is the first time I've done a metal cover, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to be doing more metal covers. They're very expensive to make, but again, I'm just trying to make stuff that I think is cool. And I've heard of the metal covers, but I've never actually done it before, and I love it. So we're going to be doing more metal covers going forward in the future. And then we also did a limited edition foil Virgin variant here. So you can really see, this is a cool kind of effect. It wasn't quite what I was expecting. I haven't done foil before either. And this isn't quite the type of foiling that I was expecting, but it does look really cool because what this is, it's got the art printed on top of the foiling, right? So it gives an interesting, almost like 3D kind of thing because the art kind of pops out from the foiling, and I think it looks really cool. But also the back cover isn't quite the same. The back cover was, since it was all white, they just did the whole thing in foil, so it's just a black line art. Again, let me show you the regular version of the back cover here so you can see, you know, I wanted it to be in the black and white so that it would look like the illustrations in the old like D&D guidebooks and stuff. But check it out in the foil version, right? How cool is that? So we only printed a few of these foil ones. I'm not sure I'll do the foil again unless there's a swell of a demand for it. So if you think this is cool and you want me to do more foils, let me know, and we'll consider adding some for future issues as well. But it's just really neat to do that, and it's just so awesome to have all of these. Like, it all looks great, and it's just so cool to own these for myself as the creator and as a collector myself. I love having these different variants. Just the fun of it, right? But I'm so excited as a creator to get these out to you. So again, in the next week or two, I'm going to start mailing out people's orders, and people that got the physical editions are going to get a bunch of bonus rewards as well. And those are all here too. So everything's ready to go. Everybody's going to get the old school essentials character sheet for Vess the Paladin. So if you want to play Vess in your own home game, it's got everything written up here for you to play Vess. Old School Essentials is the gaming system that we're using, but it's kind of like an emulator for first edition Dungeons & Dragons. So you can easily adapt it to your own home game if you use different rules. Everybody's going to get the cool black and white print of Erwin J. Rose's awesome art. I'm colorblind, so some of the subtleties on his awesome color version are actually lost on me, although I've been told there's some really great like reds and greens that I can't see since I'm red-green colorblind. But I do love the black and white edition, so I wanted to include this for everybody because it just looks so cool. Like you really can see the awesome line work that he did here. So everyone that with a physical print a version of the comic will be getting one of these as well. Everybody's going to be getting the Vest trading card, which gives you a sneak preview of the limited edition artist's variant cover of issue 2. I'll talk a little bit more about issue 2 in a minute. And on the back, it's got some background stuff about the character to flesh things out, stuff that I didn't necessarily have time to put in the issue. So it's a cool way to do a supplement here. I love the trading cards. So I'm really happy to be able to do that. And then finally, if you're one of the people that supported both Quest #1 and Caw the Cro-Magnon #1 on a physical level, you will also be receiving this super limited edition special print that was drawn by Caw the Cro-Magnon creator Fish Lee, which shows Caw here teaming up with Vess to battle a horde of monsters that are coming at them. It looks so cool. Like it's Fish's art is great. Really excited for this crossover, and I want to thank everybody that supported both books. There's quite a few of you. So if you people that just did the digital support will have already gotten the digital version of the print. But for those who backed Quest on a physical level, you'll also be getting a physical version of that if you did both. And yeah, so that's it for the stuff. I'm just a little head scrambling just looking at all this cool stuff. But I did want to say that issue 2, all the artwork the artwork's done. I'm sending it to the colorist by the end of this month. Once it gets back from the colorist, I just need to do a little bit of finishing on the colors to add a little bit of special effects and sound effects, and then add the lettering, and issue 2 will be done. So it's very far along. It basically just needs the flats and the lettering to be done. So right now I am hoping to get Quest #2 coming out on Kickstarter in October. So just 2 months or so, we'll get the second issue out. I'm really excited for that. I've also got the artwork actually done for issue 3. So we'll be looking at that next spring for issue 3. But issue 2 of Quest will be coming out soon. In the meantime, my next Kickstarter is for my other comic, the Crimebusters, which is like my ode to teen detective stuff like Scooby-Doo, which is the other thing I was really into as a kid, was the 3 Investigators and Trixie Belden. So there's 5 issues of Crimebusters done, and we're doing a trade collecting all 5 issues. It's over 175 pages of classic supernatural mystery adventure in the Scooby-Doo tradition. That is going to be going live in September, but I have the link to the pre-launch down below, so if that sounds like your jam, check that out. Click the notify me on launch button to make sure you don't miss it. And I'm really excited to get that out as well. But for now, again, we have the Quest #1 in hand, ready to go out, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. Thank everybody for your support, and I'm really excited to get this out to you so you can read it. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time.